The SEO, if you don't know, is search engine optimization. And this is something that a lot of people sleep on and don't take full advantage of. And it might take you an extra, minute, maybe 30 seconds to do to the best of your ability. And it's going to bring more organic traffic to your listing, which obviously increases the likelihood that you're going to sell your product, sell more of your products, and make more money over the long haul, right? So I'm going to give you an example of SEO on each different marketplace and how it works and how you can utilize it to your advantage. So this is an item that I literally just bought off a rebate site this morning. It's a posture corrector. What I'm going to basically do is, obviously this isn't at my door yet, but if it were at my door, I would list this on all these different websites. I would list it on eBay if I weren't suspended, and obviously you aren't either. You're not going to be suspended from eBay. I would list this on Poshmark because it's a clothing-oriented item. I would list this on Mercari because it's just like eBay, and I can list anything on Mercari, so I might as well, right? And chances are this probably will sell on Mercari. Now I could also list this on OfferUp, but I'm not going to because it's not something big. I generally speaking list a lot of my stuff on eBay. On Poshmark, Mercari, and on Amazon. I would list it on eBay if it weren't suspended, but I only list like big stuff on OfferUp and Letgo. Now, I would show you how to do this on OfferUp, but you actually have to list from the app. So what I like to do if I'm listing something on OfferUp and Letgo is I'll list it on Letgo first, and then I'll literally copy and paste everything from the Letgo app to the OfferUp app. It's really, really easy. It takes me about a minute or two to list it on here on letgo.com from the listing. And then obviously I would just go to the OfferUp app and then copy everything from the Letgo app to the OfferUp app and list it there. And it might take me another minute or two to do that. So if I were going to list this on a Letgo, let me show you exactly what I do. So I'm not going to do all of this for you. I'm not going to waste your time and list every single one, but I'm going to give you some caveats on each marketplace. So what I'm going to do is save this image here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it. This is an SEO tip, guys, because SEO is literally everything. It's your title, it's your description, it's your picture, metadata, it's everything on the platform. It's going to be your specs on eBay, and we're going to talk about that here in a second. So if you don't know what that means, stick with me. It will all make sense to you in the future, and this is how you get the most bang for your buck listing-wise. So I'm not going to just save this as, picture one. I'm not going to just save this as slouching, hunching, posture one, or whatever. I'm going to save this as the most SEO'd out potential picture saving possible so that I get the most metadata possible. So it's just giving another potential piece of information to the website, wherever that website is, that this is what the listing is. So I'm going to save this as posture corrector. If I can type posture corrector. Let's see what else we can add in here keyword wise. Posture corrector, back brace solution, let's go back brace solution, back support, neck support, upper back straightener, right? And then I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to save it as 1, right? Boom. Now save this as 2. Save this as 3. And I'm getting all these pictures, high quality images, because remember, I'm going to list this exact thing that I ordered on all the other sites. 4, 5, 6. Now we have all the pictures, right? So now I want to list them on Mercari, Letgo, Poshmark, eBay, and Amazon. So how are we going to do that? Well, for Letgo, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically just post the picture in. So I'm only going to post one of them in there. We've got number 1 right here. So we'll just post that in because I'm not going to post them all to show you, but obviously you'd post them all, right? So the price is on right here, it's about $13. So I want to sell it at market value or a little bit less, usually speaking. So I'm going to list this at $13, and then we're going to move on. Now you'll start to notice that if we add more details here, you can SEO your listing out, right? So you can add all the other pictures, giving it more, metadata in each picture. That's clearly going to send a signal that this is a posture corrector. And so if somebody types in anything like that, posture corrector, back straightener, back brace, posture support, anything like that into Letgo or anything similar to it, Letgo's got a lot of information to suggest this product to those people, right? Then for the description, what I would do is you get 1,500 characters here on letgo, right? And I think you get 1,500 or 1,200 on OfferUp. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a good majority of the description. And one of the best things about buying on Amazon is there's a lot of good descriptions for private label products. There we go, finally, and then we're basically just going to paste that into the description. Now that's exactly 1,500 characters. It looks like the last part was cut off, so let's just take that last sentence off. Boom. Now, the title. So what I want to do is I want to say like posture corrector, back brace, and, oh my God, back brace and neck support for men and women. Something like that. Some with more keywords in there, a bunch of keywords and a good written out description in the description. And then we're going to basically try to categorize it as best as we can. So it's in other, probably free stuff, electronics, it's probably in other right here. You can probably put it in sports and leisure as well, and then save the changes, and you're going to list that. So that's just SEOing it out. Now, a lot of people make that mistake. It sounds simple on letgo, right? But a lot of people don't fill out their descriptions, and they put like just posture corrector as the title. You're missing out on a lot of potential organic traffic and a lot of bang for your potential buck by doing so. Now let's list it on Mercari, and I'll show you an example of that on Mercari. So same thing on Mercari, we want to add them all, right? So posture corrector, and I'd add every single picture, and remember the metadata is saved with a bunch of keywords as well. Same thing with the description, we'd post the description in there. Now on Mercari you get 1,000 characters. You want to kind of make it streamlined, so you're going to take a bunch of this out, but you also want it to read well with a bunch of keywords stuffed in your description. Same thing with the title as you did on letgo. Then on Mercari you want to add 3 tags as well, categorize it as well, and then basically set your price. So moving on to Poshmark, same overall thing. You're going to add your pictures, add your title, add full description. So everything that you can possibly fit in there. Now you'll notice on Poshmark, you don't have as much opportunity in the description. So it limits you in the description. That said, still want to use it to the best of your ability. Put as many keywords in there as possible while still allowing it to read pretty streamlined, right? I might add some more keywords there with 50 more characters, but I'm not going to waste your time. Then categorize it. Set it up, set your price, so on and so forth. Now on eBay, it's a little bit different, and on Amazon, it's a little bit different. So on eBay, what you're going to do is you're going to search for something very, very similar. What I would like to do on eBay usually is I'll literally search this title to see if this actual thing is on eBay already. And that's a good indicator if you search the title. So let me just grab this if I can. So posture corrector, and we're going to paste it into the search bar of eBay to see if it's actually on eBay, right? So it doesn't look like that actual one is on eBay. I don't see those same exact pictures, so it would lead me to believe that that's not actually on eBay. That said, there's a lot of very, very similar posture correctors selling on eBay, but the key here is, with eBay, what you want to do is you want to figure out what's actually sold already. Keep this in mind, what has actually sold already. So you're not just going to search it and then match something. What you're going to do is you're going to search it, and then you're going to hit sold items. And it's going to reorganize it based on what's already been sold on the marketplace so that you can see exactly what the market for it actually is, right? Not what people are listing stuff for, but what has actually sold and for what price. Now, before we get into this actually listing other stuff and getting all the SEO for your eBay listings, keep in mind too that if you search this and nothing pops up, then go a little bit more broad, right? Then I might come back and just search like posture corrector. But obviously we didn't have to do that, so just keep that in mind if you need to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look here at all the posture correctors that have sold on eBay and see, okay, what are they generally selling for so I know the market value. So this looks like it sold for $8, $13.50, and this sold on March 2nd. This sold recently for $8. This sold recently for $9. This sold recently for $8. This sold recently, that's a little bit different. That's like orthopedics, so that doesn't really count. Posture corrector for like $9, posture corrector for like $8, posture corrector for $23. So I would probably say that with a good ranked account like mine, I could probably get away with selling this for like $9.99. On eBay, that's probably like the market. You could list it a little bit higher, but you might not necessarily sell it right away. It all depends on how quickly you want to get rid of it. So what I would do then, right? What I would do is I would go to one that's sold recently, and I would copy the specs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to one recently, and I'm not going to go to my eBay and sell it like most people do. Instead, I'm going to search it like we just did. I'm going to hit the the sold items, because then we know what's sold. So obviously this has found visibility on the platform and it's sold. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit sell one like this, and it's going to copy all the specs for that actual listing, right? And this is something that most people don't actually add when they're creating an eBay listing, right? Because we copied all the specs that one just had because it had already sold. So we're getting all those positive specs. Then you want to add potentially a subtitle if you want to pay for it. You don't have to. You want to make sure you have a good title. Same thing, add your photos that are all metadataed out. Add a good, valuable description here. But what you're getting here when you actually do that is you're getting all these features and these benefits and these specs that most people don't add when they actually go about doing this. And that's where the value lies. That's why you want to go search for it and then sell one like this. Now, obviously, I can't list this because I am I am suspended from eBay like we talked about. But eBay is a great tool, and I highly recommend that you use it to sell to your advantage.